sprinkles, Santa Claus's special elf. Because everything is special with sprinkles. Santa Claus knows you're special too, and he has something to say to you. So listen close as Santa Claus shares holiday cheer with you. You can leave a special message for Santa Claus and get on the nice list at www.santaclaussays.net. Now here is the big man himself, Santa Claus!
Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas to all the boys and the girls of the world. This is Santa Claus from SantaClausSays.net, and Santa Claus says, be good for goodness sakes. Santa Claus Says comes to you every day during the Christmas season of 2025, and we bring you three things. We bring you Christmas cheer by telling you some jokes about Santa Claus, and we have Sprinkles, our elf, who is very helpful to us as well to have some fun together. We also tell an adventure story about Santa Claus, where Santa Claus is a substitute teacher. And then we also have letters to Santa. We're here every day on YouTube at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on a live stream. We also come to you on Facebook and on podcast on Apple Podcast and on Spotify on a podcast. And you can find everything about us at our website, SantaClausSays.net. That's also the place where you can get our Santa Claus Says coloring book as a download. They're free to you and for you to have to enjoy. We love you, and we come to you every day to bring you these things. Santa Claus Says.net is where you can also leave me a message in some form or another. You can leave me an email or a voicemail or even a text message. We also want you to know that we have two special episodes coming up before you know it about Santa Claus, and that is on Christmas Eve we read the book the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and all through the house. Then on Christmas Day we read the Christmas story from the Bible. It's called the Nativity Story. It's about the very first Christmas, the birth of Jesus. Today's word for the day, boys and girls, is to create magic. That is, Santa Claus says to create magic in your life, and we are going to be doing that all through our program here today. At the end of our program, we do our Christmas calendar, where we fill up our Christmas calendar tree with an ornament that represents Christmas magic. That's what we do here at SantaClausSays.net. Well, there is the glockenspiel, boys and girls, which means it's time for Santa's joke of the day. Here we go. Why did Santa start a gardening business? He wanted to ho, 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 ho. Here's another joke. What do you call an elf who sings? A rapper. Ho, ho, ho. We have some fun here with some jokes here, don't we? There's our glockenspiel, boys and girls, which means it's time for our segment, Christmas Around the World. We'd like for you to understand that we go all around the world, and we have children who come to us and from all around the world, and we like to learn about them. So today we're talking about Christmas in Germany. Germany is where many Christmas traditions began. Families count down to Christmas using advent calendars filled with chocolates or little surprises. Christmas markets pop up in town selling ornaments and crafts and yummy treats like gingerbread hearts and roasted nuts. On December 6th, children clean their shoes and leave them by the door for St. Nicholas, who fills them with sweets if they've been good. Christmas trees glow with pretty lights and glass ornaments. And on Christmas Eve, families gather for a festive meal and exchange gifts. The air smells of spices and happiness. What a wonderful way to experience Christmas. That's Christmas in Germany. Well, there's the glockenspiel, boys and girls, which means it's time for Santa Claus's special lesson, our book we've been reading throughout the Christmas season. If you've missed any of our earlier episodes when we've been reading the book about Santa, who's given the message of kindness as a substitute teacher, you can go back to our earlier episodes and you can catch up that way. This story is called The Story of Kindness, and we are on chapter 20. This is called The Letters of Gratitude. 2 weeks after Mr. Winters left, something remarkable happened. Students began writing letters, spontaneous, heartfelt letters to Mr. Winters, thanking him. Marcus wrote, "Dear Mr. Winters, thank you for helping me understand that being funny doesn't mean hurting people. I joined the school choir. People think it's cool, not weird. I'm going to sing in the winter concert. Your student, Marcus." Sophia wrote, Dear Mr. Winters, you taught me to look beyond my friend group and notice people who need friends. I'm trying to include someone new every week. Also, Emma is one of my best friends now. I almost missed out on that. Thank you for teaching me to see people. Love, Sophia. Emma's letter was the longest. Dear Mr. Winters, I don't know if you'll remember me, but I'm the girl who used to sit alone. You said I wasn't invisible and that I matter. At first, I didn't believe you, but you were right. I have friends now. I'm happy at school. I don't feel sad all the time anymore. You asked us what we're good at, and I said drawing. And since then, I've drawn pictures for lots of people, and it makes them smile, and I'm starting to believe that I deserve good things. Just like you said, thank you for being the best substitute teacher ever. I hope you know that you changed my life. Love, Emma. P.S. I still have the silver star. I keep it by my bed. The letters piled up on Mrs. Smith's desk, and she collected them and planned to mail them, but that information had mysteriously disappeared. She tried calling the phone number, but it was disconnected. It was as if Mr. Winters had been an angel who appeared when needed and then vanished. Mrs. Smith didn't believe in magic, but she couldn't explain the situation rationally. She knew for certain it was her classroom, but she knew for certain that her classroom had been transformed. She decided to keep the letters in a special place, a special folder, hoping that somehow Mr. Winters would know about them. She added her own note. Dear Mr. Winters, I don't know who you really are or why you came to our school, but thank you. You've given these children tools they'll use the rest of their lives. Whatever brought you to our school, I'm grateful. If you ever return, you'll always have a home here. With the deepest appreciation, Mrs. Smith. She placed the folder in her desk drawer, unaware that it would soon disappear in the same mysterious way. Transported magically to the cozy offices at the North Pole, where a certain jolly man in a red suit would read each letter with tears of joy. Well, what a wonderful story, boys and girls. And the glockenspiel means that's the end of this chapter of the story, but I really want you to tune in again tomorrow to SantaClausSays.net, where we'll continue this story. We'll find out what's next and what became of those letters that were all written to Santa Claus. Speaking of letters, we've got a letter to Santa to read here today. This is from Ella, who's 7 years old. Dear Santa, this year I got a gold star at school for being helpful. I would like an art set with paints, brushes, and paper. I love making pictures for my family. I hope you like the drawing I left for you. Have a great Christmas. From Ella. Well, Ella, I appreciate that so much, and I've been watching you with your paints and your brushes and your paper, making great pictures. And I love what you're doing for your family. That's showing your love for your family. And I keep on doing that. Santa has in store for you great surprises, so be mindful of that and be aware about that for Christmas Eve. And remember that Santa Claus loves hot cocoa and cookies. I do want to remind all you boys and girls that you can always reach out to me at SantaClausSays.net, and that's where I have my voicemail and an email and a text message that you can leave me. And I hope that you'll do just that. Well, that's the glockenspiel, boys and girls, which now means it's time for our word of the day. Our word of the day is to create magic, and we have an ornament shaped like a star, which we put on each day during the Christmas season. So we have our star ornament here. We put it here on day number 10 because now we are just 9 days from Christmas. And so we remember that is a magical time of year. In our story, we talked about the magic of Christmas. And the idea is here for you to create magic by being kind and generous to the people in your life, your family. We are just a few days from Christmas, and it was a wonderful thing for us to be about that, to create magic by being generous. Here on the SantaClausSays.net show, that's what we're all about, telling stories about the things that you can do to be kind to one another. It's really about kindness and being good for goodness sakes. We put our ornaments up. It's a symbol of the great words that we share every day. And today's word is to create magic. Here on Santa Claus Says, we come to you every night at 8 o'clock p.m. with a live stream on YouTube. Then we have our show on Facebook and on Spotify and on Apple Podcast. We hope that you'll join us there and on SantaClausSays.net, which remember is the place where you can get your Santa Claus Says coloring book, and that's a good thing as well. Well, boys and girls, the glockenspiel means it's just about time for us to say goodbye. I did want to remind you that we do have 2 special episodes of Santa Claus Says. On Christmas Eve, we read the story The Night Before Christmas. That's December 24th. Then on Christmas Day, December 25th, we read the story of the first Christmas, the nativity scene, and that is from the Bible. We read that right from the Bible about the birth of Jesus, about the very first Christmas. Santa Claus is here and he loves you, and I've got to go now and get ready for Christmas. It'll be here before you know it, and I love you so very, very much. Please reach out to me and we'll have some fun together. Until next time, boys and girls, this is Santa Claus Says, to be good for goodness sakes. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas!
You're special to Santa Claus, just like Sprinkles. Get on Santa's nice list at SantaClausSays.net and watch Santa Claus Says live on YouTube. Tell him Sprinkles sent you.